Welcome to the MoJo Show. I am your hostess with the mostest, MoJo Medium, aka Susan Morrow Johnson. Find me on the web at MoJo Medium or check out the link in the description above. Hi, if you don't know me, I am, as I said, MoJo Medium. I'm a psychic medium. That means I foretell the future and talk to dead people. I also am an intuitive life coach with a couple of really awesome programs that you might want to check out. Again, the link above. Make Magic with MoJo is 75% off right now, and that deadline is on the Day of the Dead, the day before the Day of the Dead, October 31st. So if you want to get in on Make Magic with MoJo and learn how to create what you want in your life, now's the time. Okay, on November 1st, it goes back up to full price. Got it? Okay. And we've also got MoJo My Life going on, which is a cool way to just get everything ginning great in your life. That's called MoJo My Life, and you'll find that at the link above. Hello, Donna. Donna, I think I have an animal question for you. I will message you. Okay, I haven't talked to you in forever. And Arlene, welcome. Hi, glad to see you. Hi, Andrea, nice to see you as well. And everyone else, welcome. Whether you're seeing this live or in the replay, I'm glad you're here. All right, today's the day that we do the MoJo Show. And the MoJo Show consists of angel card readings. So I'm going to open with my golden deck. These are the good news only fortune telling cards that I was inspired to create after one too many people asked me, what bad thing do I need to prepare for? Is there anything terrible that's going to happen in the future? My dear, if you look for bad, you'll find the bad. If you look for good, you'll find the good. For a long time, I used to promote myself as specializing in good news. So it really makes sense that I've got this deck of cards now that I was inspired to create it. But I would always say, sometimes people would not only ask me what bad thing they needed to prepare for, but sometimes they'd say, they would say, I'm scared to get a reading. And I'm like, getting a psychic reading should not be scary. I will not tell you anything scary unless you're scared of hearing from people in heaven, which understandably some people are, although they won't tell you anything scary either. And the truth is that if I got some information for you from God, universe, higher self, spirit, angels, and guides, it would be something you could do something about. If I got information that seemed like bad news, like, oh, you're going to have a heart attack, then the information would come to me like, you need to see a doctor about your heart immediately. And that means that there's something you can do about it. So that may sound scary or bad news, but the good news is you're going to be okay because you're going to go do something about it. I had a client not long ago who she asked me about her health, and it's one of the big four. It's like money, job, love, life, health, and love, life, and other relationships. So she said, do you see anything in my health? And I looked, and I actually saw what looks to me as a medical intuitive and a psychic, it looked like colon cancer. But I didn't want to scare her with that. And I also got the information that she was going to be okay. So I said, well, I see a shadow in your lower colon, and you should probably have that checked out. I said, it's probably nothing. It's just a shadow. I mean, maybe it's diverticulosis or something, but you should have it checked out. She said, oh, I'm scheduled for my colonoscopy. I guess she was around 50 or something. Hold on a sec. I don't know about you, but when I get a little chip in my nail, it just makes me crazy. And if I don't file it down, I'll pick it off. So I don't want to do that because I like my nails. Okay, so anyway, she had already scheduled her colonoscopy, and I told her, I said, whatever it is, whatever they find, you are going to be okay. Well, sure enough, it was stage 3 colon cancer. And she is going to be okay. She's going to be fine. She's doing great. But, that's what I'm talking about when there's like scary something or bad news. That's what it's going to be. If you're supposed to get hit by a bus and die, and that's your destiny, I will not get that information. I'm not going to withhold it from you. I just won't receive it at all in order to give it to you. So if I receive the information, I know it's safe to give it to you. And if it's your destiny and there's something bad that's going to happen and there's nothing you can do about it, I won't even get the information. I won't be able to warn you or to help you be mentally prepared because I won't even get that. Does that make sense? I mean, spirit is in control, right? Spirit knows all, sees all, what's best for you, right? All right, back to the good news only angel card reading. Okay, so now you get that about good news. I'm going to shuffle the deck 3 times. Like I said, I was inspired, divinely inspired, not only by those clients asking me about the bad things. Well, okay, that card wants to be. Okay, a card fell out of the deck and we didn't get to shuffle 3 times because this is the card we're going to get. I go with that sort of thing. Oh, by the way, you can have your own deck of good news only cards. They're available on my website, which is MoJo Medium. And you can put them on your bedside table, next to your toothbrush, on your desk at work, once a day, once a week. Cut the deck, draw a card, see how it applies to your day. It will give you something to look forward to, give you something good to look for. And that's the big thing about the good news only cards, is it helps you to learn to look for the good instead of expecting the bad. And you know why? You expect bad stuff, you find bad stuff. You expect good stuff. Okay, so I haven't seen this yet. Let's see what we got. Healthy weight loss. Woo! Okay, we had this not long ago. Cool, baby, cool. All right, so healthy weight loss. And when I created these cards, I remember doing this, specifically saying healthy weight loss, because in my personal experience, back when I was a young mother and bride, wife, I thought I was fat. I wasn't, but I thought I was. And I wanted to lose weight. And I'm like, hey, how about some help losing some weight? I want to lose weight. And then on the morning of my husband's funeral, I got up and weighed myself and I had lost 4 pounds. And I was like, I know I wanted to lose weight. This was not what I had in mind. So that's not healthy weight loss. That's grief weight loss, right? And so that's why when I designed this specific card, I added healthy in there, because you don't want to lose weight from cancer or grief or depression or whatever. If you want to lose weight, which I didn't need to back then, but I would like to now. And I'm all about body positivity. Don't get me wrong about that. So I'm saying, if you would like to lose weight, in the next few days to a week, you will find a way to lose weight healthfully. And most likely it's going to be almost unconscious to you. Like you'll just step on the scale and be lighter. And then you'll look back and go, oh, and I guess mostly I've had a salad for lunch every day this week and went for a walk every day. It'll be something real organic like that. Just easy. We'll put above the healthy, we'll put easy healthy weight loss. So, 5-10 pounds, it's a good start, right? Okay, cool beans. And if you've been trying to lose weight, this card is telling you to stop trying so hard. Just relax and let it come to you. Just be yourself. Oh, and I'll tell you a little trick my dad taught me, which totally makes sense in my own experience. You tell, he says, tell God, universe, higher self, spirit, angels and guides. Tell them on whatever date, say 6 months in advance, I want to have lost X amount of pounds. And you go and you put, I want to lose this weight healthfully. And then you go and put it on the calendar. As of this date, like I told God, universe, higher self, spirit, angels and guides, I have lost X amount of pounds. Put that on your calendar. And then you just do whatever you want. It's a neat little trick of the brain. Okay. So let's see here. Erlene says, so glad I get notice from you. Love my readings from you. I'm so glad, Erlene. I'm glad you do too. Will you please read my cards about the man I'm with now? You bet, Sherry. I don't know, maybe it's Cherry. But yeah, we're going to get to the angel card readings for everybody. Carrie, hi. How are you? Good to see you. You had a heart attack August 4th. Have COPD real bad. Is my house going to get any better? Interesting. Okay, we'll get to the cards in just a minute. Hi, Lori. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Shannon, this is only the second time I've watched you, and the weight loss card came up. Oh, how funny. I haven't done shows in 2 weeks because I was on a ship. I was on a cruise, which, by the way, I manifested a 10-day Caribbean cruise for free. Yeah. Maybe you want to look at the link above about the Make Magic with MoJo. Yeah. That I'm good at this. I manifested a new car, manifested my husband. I manifested this 10-day cruise for free. And I'm not even making this up. So I am an expert. I'm really good at it. And I can teach you how to do it too. 75% off. Only through next week. Okay. But that's interesting that the weight loss card came up twice. And I hope that's good for you and that you got something out of it. Lori, really like your hair today. Thank you. Got it cut yesterday. So it's a little, but then I drove around. It's such a beautiful day. I had to go to the dentist this morning. And I drove around with the windows down. And it was just lovely, but my hair's like, so it's kind of crazy. But yes, I'm enjoying my new cut very much, very much. I've only had it about 6 weeks, and I love it. I feel like it works with the curl. It's like the first time in my life the curl actually looks kind of good. I don't know, maybe not. Carrie had a heart attack. We already talked about that. And Shannon says, nice. And Amy, haven't seen you in a long time either. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Okay. God bless us, everyone. All righty. It is time, my dear, to do the angel card readings. And if you're new, you'll see how this works. I'm going to walk you through it, so just sit tight. I'm using my favorite deck, Doreen Virtue's Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, as the lovely Carol Merrill is showing. Boy, you got to be old to get that reference. Doreen Virtue makes my favorite angel cards. All of the angel cards that I've looked at or used or, whatever over the years, for 20 years, of all of them, hers are the ones I like best. Now, unfortunately, she stopped making them. I don't know if they're even available, but you can probably get them used on Amazon. And if you do get them used on Amazon, be sure you lay them out, sprinkle a trail of salt across there, and give them your own kind of blessing, however you choose to do that. All right. Otherwise, you can buy your own deck of cards and learn how to use them. It's not very hard. It's a good way to learn to communicate with the angels. Okay. Or with spirit. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do a micro meditation. I'll walk you through that. Then I will ask you to concentrate on your question. For example, as Carrie said, am I going to get better? Is my house going to get better? My COPD, etc. So you focus on your question or concern, and if you don't have one or you have so many you can't choose, the default question is, what do I need to know right now? What's important for me to know right now? Okay? And then I'll shuffle the deck 3 times while you imbue it with your question. And then I will cut the deck and deal out 3 cards face down. And then you'll choose 1, 2, or 3. And that card will be your reading. I'll give you the reading right here. Now, keep in mind that the group effect means that anytime you are witness to someone else's reading, there's usually going to be a message in it for you. So you may have, all 3 cards may resonate with you. Got it? Okay. Cool beans, baby. Erlene, I really like that. Manifest nice to be on a ship. Yeah, Erlene, you're so right. You should totally check it out at 75% off because it's a really good deal. And I'm not talking about a cruise. I'm talking about learn how to manifest it. Need to get a reading from you soon. Lori, I would love that. I would love that. Okay. Looking forward to that. So here's how we do our micro meditation. And you can use this anytime. You can use it, when you're getting stressed out and you're feeling your shoulders get up to your ears and you just go in the bathroom and you're like, at work or at home. Maybe you go in the bathroom at home for a little refuge. I'm in that bathroom. Leave me alone. So we all have to go cry sometimes. So you can use this micro meditation anytime you want. And you can use it, you can apply liberally. You can't get addicted to it and it won't hurt you. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. That's not all of it, but we're going to take 3 deep breaths. I want to talk about the breaths. Make sure that you're breathing all the way down. Aim for your toes. Aim your breath for your toes. And the trick is to make sure that your tummy sticks out. Okay. Especially as women, we're all used to like holding our tummy in, and actually for good posture, it's a good idea to hold your tummy in. But when you're breathing, I want you to breathe all the way. Puff out that tummy and pull down the diaphragm so that your lungs can really expand, okay? So that's the thing. I cross my feet and I hold my hands like this because I like to cross the midline. You can hold whatever mudra you like. Doesn't matter. You can just lay your hands in your lap, however it's comfortable for you, okay? So we're going to close our eyes, 3 deep breaths, just like I told you, and think about, this is what I didn't tell you. While we're breathing, I want you to say, to think, to project. I call on spirit, or if you prefer, my angels and guides, or if you prefer, Mother Mary, whoever you want to call on. So I'm going to say, I call on spirit, as well as all those who have my best interests at heart. Now, I've already done this before for you, before I got on air, live. But I want you to reinforce it, okay? So you're going to think, I call on spirit, as well as all those who have my best interests at heart. Very important, okay? That's my sneaky way of not saying something negative. Like, if you don't have my best interest at heart, you go away. Stay away, right? Right. Okay, one more time. What's that mantra? I call on spirit and all of those who have my best interests at heart. Got it? Ready? And close your eyes. Inhale. Excellent. 2 more. Great. 1 more. Doesn't that feel good? It's a good thing that I only do 3, because maybe 4 or 5 breaths and I'd be like, woo, floating off into the ether. I'm very, very, I don't know. It's just real easy for me to meditate and to cross over and just like float away. Anytime I do a group meditation, if I'm not leading it, oh, I'm gone. I'm gone. Just, yeah, it's happened to me too many times. And one time I was leading a meditation class. I was teaching a meditation class and then leading a guided meditation. While I made the mistake of closing my eyes and joining in, I almost forgot to bring them back. So I was like, oh, wait a minute. There are people here. I've got to wake them up. Okay. All righty. Now it's time to shuffle the cards. Shuffling 3 times. Your job is to concentrate on your question or concern. And remember, if you don't have one or you can't narrow it down to just one, ask the default question. What do I need to know right now? Okay. These cards are old and stiff. They're not very slick. They do not shuffle as well as they used to. I've been using them a lot. They've got a lot of wear. Okay. Cutting the deck. This one came right off the top. Next one, and yeah, that's okay. So I've got 3 cards face down. You choose 1, 2, or 3, and you can tell us which card you choose. And if you want to, you can even let us know what question you're asking or what you're asking about, like Carrie did when she said, will I get better? COPD and heart attack and so forth. You know what, Carrie, I will say, hi, Judy, welcome. Hi, Kimberly, howdy from Missouri. My sister just moved to St. Louis. I got to go visit her, and it's a lovely town. Another trip that I manifested for free. So let's see here. Yes, what was I saying? I got distracted by your lovely face. Okay. Seriously. All right, let's just go on with our readings then until I remember what I was going to say. And I know I will, because I always do. I leave the door open and it comes back. Okay, if you chose card number 1, this is your card. This is your reading. Self-employment. Ooh, good card. You're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So usually when I'm doing a reading and I'm not on video, I tap the card. But when I'm on video, I usually try to hold it like this so that, you can feel like I'm feeling the card. It works just as well. So for self-employment, this is a tough one because not everybody who sees this video is self-employed or trying to be self-employed. And so it's a little bit tricky. So let me try to narrow it down, okay? Good. Okay. So this has one of 2 meanings for you, possibly both. The first one is, if you've been trying to get a business off the ground, if you have an MLM, or if you have a brick and mortar store, or you have a coaching business, if you've been trying to get going and it's really not taking off for you, it's about to. And this is in the next few days to a week. You're really going to see signs of business picking up, and it's going to encourage you to keep going. okay? Because that's really what you need right now is the encouragement. That's what you get in the next few days to a week is encouragement, signs that your business is starting to take off and starting to grow, okay? Or coming out of a slump. If you've been in business for a long time, it could be just coming out of a slump. That's really good news. The other thing that comes through about this that might be for you or might be for someone else is about someone else being self-employed, someone you're close to. So it could easily be your spouse, although I'm feeling like, and most of my viewers are women, I'm feeling like it is a woman, so that could be your spouse, or it could be your sister, your mom, your girlfriend. But it seems like someone close to you, especially sister, excuse me. Look, I got a handle for my Yeti. Yeah, so somebody that you're close to is trying to start a business or wanting to start a business. I do not recommend going into business with someone else, almost always. I mean, it very rarely comes through in a reading that I would tell a client to join a partnership. And a lot of reasons why, but most of us are not made to function well in a partnership with a business. There are a few. There are some who do great with their sister or great with their husband. And I would love, my husband's going to retire in about 1.5 years, and I would love to have him on board full time to do some of the admin stuff for me. It would be awesome. Anyway, okay, so self-employment may be about someone else. And if it is about someone else and not about you, then you are encouraged to encourage that person in his or her self-employment, because that person's going to get the same encouragement that you would get in the next few days to a week, and it may be coming from you. All right, cool beans. That's number one. Number two, let's see what we got. Waves of prosperity. I love it. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. What could be better? All right, so waves of prosperity. Now, if you just take that at face value, new abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. So that's a very, artistic kind of way to say that. And you would automatically think prosperity, abundance, got to be money, right? Well, it's not always money, because prosperity can mean, that you are provided for. It can, abundance can mean that you have an abundance of friendship, an abundance of clothes, an abundance of opportunities. And then opportunities, exciting opportunities could be a new job, blah, 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 blah. So I always check in to see, well, is this about money or is this about something else? Okay, so in this case, it feels like money for something specific. It feels like you've got money coming in for a car repair or for a health issue, which I guess would be sort of like a repair of you or your car's health. But it does feel like you've got money coming in. It could even be an insurance settlement. So I wouldn't say that yes, it could be a lot of money. It could be. But mostly it seems to be the ability to pay for something that you were not sure you could pay for. Okay. And then it gets easier beyond that. Okay, so here's what it feels like to me. So here's a repair or a health thing, and you get it paid for, and that's good. Now, before that, we're doing okay, and after that, you're doing better. Does that make sense? Okay, so you're doing okay. This health or repair, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Okay, we got that paid for. And then now, we're in a little bit better shape. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, if you chose number 3, this is your reading. Soulmate relationship, new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. Man. I'm sorry, I get tickled sometimes just because of the things that sometimes the readings, the cards that I get, they hit me for myself. And the thing is that I never draw cards for myself. I mean, very rarely. And if I did it every day, I wouldn't need to piggyback off of your reading. Alas. So soulmate relationship, new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. Now, this is a little tricky because, again, there's more than just you and me here. Some people are coupled up and some are not. And the word soulmate is a little tricky. A lot of people think that there's just one person for everyone. And I hear talk about twin flames, which whatever. It's a little too woo-woo for me. If you believe in twin flames, I'm not making fun of you. It's fine. The thing is, though, that soulmate is not just one. It's SOUL, not SOLE, right? If we each only had one soulmate, I'd be in a lot of trouble because my husband died when I was 31. So if we were soulmates, I'd be single forever, right? So there are more than one of what you might call soulmates. These are people that you know on a soul level, okay? So this says new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. So let me get back to this because it is saying specifically romance. Okay. So if you have a romantic partner now, expect an increase in or an expansion of the spiritual aspect of your relationship. Now, this may mean that you go back to church together, or it may mean that you, have a candlelit dinner and gaze into each other's eyes, and anything in between. It may be that you get some angel cards and start reading them with your partner, right? And delve into that a little bit. But there's an expansion of the spiritual part of your current relationship. Now, if you are not currently coupled up, you can expect to meet someone in a very mundane place. So it's, in other words, if you don't have a romance and you're expecting and hoping for a new romance, you can expect to meet this kind of person in a very mundane place. And by that, I mean Target, the grocery store, coffee shop, the library, a mundane place, and not a bar, not a club, not at a party, nothing special, just an ordinary walking along. Oh, hello, how are you? Maybe you back into somebody in the parking lot and it's just a little dent in the bumper and you exchange numbers and all of a sudden, soulmate. So look for that. You're going to meet someone in the next few days to a week. Seriously, that's what the card is saying. And it'll be cool. It'll be cool. You'll know. That's the thing about soulmates. It does not happen to everyone, but it happens to me. When I meet someone that I have a soul connection with, and I believe it's a past life connection, when I have that, I know it immediately. As soon as I lay eyes on the person, I will feel this feeling. And I've had one girlfriend that this was with, another girlfriend, like best friend, my very best friend from 7th grade. I didn't notice having that thing. I was 12. My best friend from later, when I was about 19, I felt like it was funny because we were best friends. We were not lovers. We were, friends. And we're both straight women. And yet I felt like we fell in love, And then when I met my first husband, I saw something in his eyes when I met him. I was like, there's something going on here. And then 2 days later, I woke up and went, he's my husband. And it was like remembering a dream. You know how you have a dream and then something reminds you of it and you've forgotten. And you go, oh my gosh, I dreamed about that last night. Oh, look at you with the ketchup. But yeah, I dreamed about the ketchup last night, right? It was like that. Oh yeah, this is my husband. And then I predicted his death, but that's not what we're talking about. The second husband, the one who became my second husband, I met while I was still married to the first one. And so I didn't think, oh, here's my husband, right? But I saw there was something. There was like, we shook hands and I looked in his eyes and was like, there's something weird here. I did not have, after I divorced him and I dated this man for 7 years, I didn't have that feeling when I met him. Not at all. And he left me to marry the woman he was cheating on me with. What does that tell you? And then when I met my current husband, Don, it was there. The second I looked in his eyes and I knew him. And when I had my second child, After my first child, I was too sick to have noticed. But when I had my second child and I held her the first time and she opened her eyes and I looked at her, I knew her. I knew her. So this is what I'm talking about with soulmates, okay? So that's the kind of experience that I have when I meet what I would call a soulmate, someone we have a soul connection with, someone we know from past lives, someone we're close with. The second husband that didn't work out, we didn't get to be happy together for this whole lifetime, but we got to be together for a while. And something happened. It was a big thing. And then we had to get divorced. So, okay, enough about me. I hope that you're doing well, and I hope you enjoyed the readings. Nope, don't want to get a romantic partner. I love my dog. Miss Donna, you got something going on there. Maybe you will deepen your spiritual connection with your dog. I will go for that. Absolutely will go for that. Christy, haven't seen you either. Welcome. Glad you're here. Hi, Hillary. Hillary, my gosh. How are you? It's so good to see your name. Thanks. This is my favorite background. And I did just get back from a 10-day Caribbean cruise, which I manifested for myself for free. And you will find out how to do the same thing. 75% off. See the link above. Okay, I'm going to run away. Oh my gosh, I figured out a sign off. You know how usually I'm like, get out there, make some magic, mojo out, blah, blah, blah. Till next time, yada, yada, you be good. I've got it. It's simple and super corny. And here it is. Until next time, I remain Mojo Medium, aka Susan Morrow Johnson, and you have a mojo day. Don't you love it?